What is going on, everyone? Welcome to the last regular season episode of Year 2 in the North Texas Dynasty here on College Football 26. It is head coach Stevie Balls, and we got 2 games in this video for y'all. First off, our last American Conference game. We are going to Temple, a team who gave us a decent game last year, but we were able to beat with relative ease. And we have our big matchup to finish off the season at home against Texas Tech. A step down from Texas, but still one of the top schools in Texas. Temple not having a good year. 3-7 so far. Definitely out of bowl game contention and conference title contention. And they are on a 4-game losing streak. At 62 overall, they are led by Zuberlin Kinsey, and this would be a tough one to drop. We feel as if we have progressed past the American Conference, which is why I have been announcing and talking about it. If we do manage to stay the number 12 team in the country and go back to the college football playoff, assuming we win the American Conference Championship, we are out of here. We are on to the Big 12, bigger and better things. And as you guys can see in the top 25, our new addition to the American Conference, who we are likely going to be playing in the conference championship, Boise State, not too far behind us at the number 14 team in the country. Our rivals and our one loss this season, Texas, is sitting at the number 2 team in the country. And here's the American Conference standings. Memphis and UAB, both with 1 loss, technically still have a chance to make it in. But between North Texas and Boise State, if we can both win out in our conference schedules, we will be playing in the American Conference Championship. As you can see, as we are the number 12 team in the country, we will likely be fighting for that last playoff spot, just like we were last year with Tulane. As you can see so far, USC, Nebraska, Texas, and Ohio State leading their top 4 respectively. Let's go play true freshman Zabulin Lazinski, not having a great year at 10 touchdowns to 8 picks. This one should be simple on the road. Here we go. Zablinski over the middle, gonna have a man. Nice spin move there, and it's a good first down to get the chains going for Temple. The Owls not having a good year. Would love to play spoiler to a conference opponent here, a ranked one at that, and the number 12 North Texas Mean Green on the quest back to the college football playoff. This would be a bad one to drop. 3rd and 9 here for Zablinski from the shotgun on his own T logo. Has time, has so much time, gets it away, and it's tackled just short. Are they going to punt this one? They are. Playing conservative, not the strategy you want to take against Stevie Balls himself. Out comes the offense. Here we go. Bryce Baker, the redshirt freshman. How does he look today? We've been using his scrambling and mobility more and more. Do we see more of that today? Baker in his own end zone is going to find Talon Shetatron on the comeback route. A gain of 20 for the first reception of the day for number 2. 1st and 10. Here is Seth McGowan, our best player by overall, and he is showing off his speed and a nice juke move right there. It's a 29-yard rush on the first rush of the day for Seth McGowan. Let's give it back to him again. Stadium pulsing at about 30% right here. Number 20, McGowan, met tackle, chops his feet for an 8-yard gain, averaging about 15 a carry right now. 1st and 10. No reason to switch up the run game. McGowan has been leading the charge. The offensive linemen are doing such a good job giving him easier spaces to run. That'll get us to 1st and goal. Temple on a bit of a stand here. This is 3rd and goal. Baker pitches it out before he gets hit. McGowan is gonna be stopped inches from the goal line. But you know the aggressive nature of head coach Stevie Balls, and I'm trying to see if this play is an automatic yard. Our tush push has come to life. Bryce Baker in the QB blast is absolutely absurd. How does Temple respond here? They are used to being down this season. Swing it out to the running back. That is going to be blown up in the backfield. Good awareness there. And that is how the first quarter will come to a close here at Temple, North Texas, with a 7-point lead. And as you can see, Temple passing the ball pretty well. So far, the stats not too far separated. Temple looking to respond to open the second quarter. Here comes the shotgun snap. It is play action here for Bucelis, who's got some room, splitting the defense. He's got the wheels to take off. And that is going to flip the field, a 32-yard scramble. 1st and 10, Temple. They're going to go back to the run game here. Beautiful blocks. What is happening to the Mean Green defense? I start talking shit for 2 seconds. They're going to be down the field, and it's 3rd and goal here at the 1. 3rd and goal. I lied. We're at the 3 right now. Here comes the snap. They're passing it. He's going to scramble out, and he's going to find a man. Incomplete. Good deflection there will bring up 4th and goal. Good defense, and here we go. Single back with a fullback here. Zabulis is going to give it up the gut, and he's going to be stopped short. North Texas in the Mean Green holding firm there on the goal line, and out comes Baker and the offense. On the move, there is Chaz Nimrod getting even better as the weeks go on, and we want him as good as he can be for the playoffs. Baker, designed QB run. He's got blockers. Baker, the speed is going to find the 1st down. Super lethal in open space is Bryce Baker from the shotgun. By himself, Terrell Washington on the angle route. Baker scrambling out. He's got Shetatron. Shetatron into open space is going to get a nice gain there as we are approaching halftime. Here is your 2-minute warning. Baker, Terrell Washington, backfield. RB2's got an open lane, adding to his total. And Terrell Washington going to find the goalpost to slam that one down. 13-0. It'll be a 2-touchdown advantage, but Temple is moving the ball, trying to get some points here before halftime. 3rd and 4, running clock. Number 12, Zeb Bullis over the middle, and it's jumped. User alert from head coach Stevie Bowles. It's J.J. Gene Lewis, one of our best defensive players, and now North Texas has an opportunity to get more points of our own before halftime. There's Nimrod, another reception for him, number 84. On the different camera angle, we're going to give this one back to Terrell Washington, who just had the touchdown. Running clock, up the gut, different camera angle. You can see how beautiful we're blocking, and it's going to be 1st and goal for North Texas, trying to add on an even bigger advantage before the half. Baker making some adjustments at the line of scrimmage, getting our angle back to where we want it. Here is number 17, Bryce Baker. From the shotgun, takes the snap. Looking for an open man. He's going to get sacked. And North Texas just going to settle for 3 here until we get fucked. What happened there? The Excel clock, I should have just watched it manually, but we missed it on 3 points because of that. It doesn't matter. We're receiving, and we have the GOAT, Talon Shetatron, on the edge. We also have on the opposite side Miles Coleman going deep. You know where we're going. It's red, and he's got to dive for it and make the catch, Shetatron. Adding the deep dynamic to this team. Why I am so confident if we manage to get back into the college football playoff. It would not get us a touchdown, though. We would be held to 3. Temple hanging on to dear life here at home, and the field goal is up and good. Here is Zeb Bullis back out for Temple again, still looking for their first points over the middle. That could have been intercepted for the second pick of the day for J.J. Gene Lewis. Instead, that one's going to go down to the goal line, and that is how we are going to enter the 4th quarter. Temple not quite getting blown out, still giving their best shot here. 1st and goal. We got that same formation from earlier, and this one's a walk-in touchdown for the Owls. It is still a ball game here at home for Temple. 17-7. North Texas is going to end up getting stopped and giving the ball back to the Owls. How do they respond here now that they got some momentum? 4th quarter of magic, throwing up a prayer, and that one is taken away. Jordan Matthews on the interception, and he's going to take it a good chunk of the way back. Taken out of bounds from the interception thrower, Zeb Bullis. And a great play there. Jordan Matthews with multiple interceptions this year. And now North Texas has an opportunity to get this back to a 3-possession game. Chaz Nimrod absolutely having a day. Gets us down to the 1-yard line. And it'll be Seth McGowan here, the touchdown machine. Can he punch this one in with ease? Touchdown, North Texas. We advance the lead 24-7. And once again, with just seconds winding down. This one felt a little personal. Had to get Bryce Baker another rushing touchdown. Ladies and gentlemen, for the second straight season, North Texas is going to the American Conference Championship. Last year, we were 7-1 in conference play. This year, a perfect 8-0, and head coach Stevie Balls finds himself with a 15-1 overall American Conference record. A victory in the conference championship does mean we are graduating to the Big 12. A loss, I'd have to think about some things because we don't want to leave the conference on a championship loss. But overall, took care of business against Temple today. Wasn't a perfect game, but still got the job done. Can't be too upset about the performance today. Our defense played very well, and we got another 4-star commit. We got a 4-star running back, Randy Breton, who has got some really good speed, and spoiler alert, he does end up starting for us his senior year, so keep your eye on Randy Breton. Last but not least, we got the Texas Tech Raiders. Once again, I've been talking about going to the Big 12 next season. This is our Big 12 test, and this is our test to see how far behind we really are from Texas, because we went to overtime with Texas and we barely lost. Texas Tech, are we still in that smaller Texas school tier, or are we in a tier with Texas Tech, fucking Texas A&M, schools like that, where maybe we're not the best school in Texas yet? We're going to find out today, and this is a pretty good Texas Tech team that we are taking on today. We would move up to the number 10 team in the country at 10-1, and maybe if we can beat Texas Tech and win our conference, maybe we could crack a top 4 seed and get a first round bye. Now, something we haven't experienced yet in this dynasty. We're going to have to find out and see. Boise State still undefeated, and Tulane and UAB both with 2 losses. So the only other team that we could see in, as Florida International is the 12 seed, now we are the 10 seed in a potential match with Georgia, who beat us in the Final Four last year. That would be insane. But if all things go how they should, we are likely 2 seed Boise State in the American Conference Championship, new addition to the conference, as we try to defend our American Conference Championship from last season. And this last game of the season to cap off the regular season in year 2, we are at home to see if we can hang in the Big 12. We are taking on the Texas Tech Raiders today, an in-state rivalry. I want to establish with these other Texas teams. We've already taken down Texas State. I don't think we've played UTEP or anything like that, but this will be a big step for this program. The best team we have seen since Texas, and definitely a good test to see where we are at before we start the postseason. North Texas is going to be receiving to start the day. Out comes our playmaker, Seth McGowan and Talon Shedetron. True freshman Bryce Baker leading the offense at QB. How do we look here? 2nd and 10. Opening drive. Baker trying to find someone open, throwing up a prayer. Jazz Nimrod, right in between defensive backs, is going to bring that one in. What a great catch from number 84. And it is Nimrod who just continues to keep getting involved. 4th and 2. Aggressive nature. Stevie Balls, he is going for it every time, and Baker's got the wheels. Bryce Baker is a playmaker with his feet, and he's only going to get faster. This is him in his worst form, ladies and gentlemen. Bryce Baker is the future of this dynasty, and I'd be surprised if he does not bring home a national championship at some point in his career. Out comes the Texas Tech offense. How are they going to look? 0-0 stadium is pulsing. We are packed out. We're a top 10 team in the nation, baby. Here comes an early strike over the middle. That one is complete for a very solid gain right there. And that is going to bear up a 3rd and 8 here. 2:13 left in the first quarter. Shotgun snap. Plenty of time. No pressure being generated. He's going to take off. And this kid has got some speed. A nice rush there for a first down. That is Will Hammond right there, showing off his agility. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. North Texas on top, out passing and out rushing, averaging more yards per play so far. Not too much game to get judgment off of, but we do look solid right now. Returning to defense, stadium packed out. 3rd and 3 here for Hammond. Shotgun motion man is the backer. They're going to pump fake and go out to the receiver. Missed tackle there. That's going to go all the way down to the 1 yard line. That is going to be Jordan Matthews on the missed tackle there, and it is a big one. First and goal at the 1. Here comes Hammond. Single back formation. They're going to give it to the running back. He's going to break off a tackle. And that Big 12 toughness is going to help the Texas Tech Raiders find their first touchdown of the day. Noah on the run right there. North Texas getting the ball back, already marching up to midfield. Second quarter here, play action for Baker. Gonna try and scramble out. Can he fit that into Shetatron? What a dime! And a toe tap reception for number 2. My goodness. Testing out the speed option, pitches it out perfectly. McGowan has got the edge, and that's going to be a solid gain of 8 right there, bringing up 3rd and 2 for Bryce Baker and crew. The call is read option. Baker's got McGowan. Baker is going to keep it himself here. Cut it to the inside. Use the center on the screen. And Bryce Baker has found his magic with his legs, getting that one to score. 14-7. North Texas not shying away from a little bit of competition here. That one's tipped in the air. And Jordan Matthews with the heads-up play. His second interception on the video, making a statement known. Yeah, I missed a tackle earlier, but I'm still here. I'm locked in, coach. And that's a big one. The celebration, the did word. And that is going to get Bryce Baker and this offense back out on the field. 1st and 10. Baker feeling himself, having a good game. He's going to have Talon Shetatron. How did he come down with that? What a beam and what a catch. The true freshman, redshirt freshman Bryce Baker to senior Talon Shetatron. I believe those two could set the college world on fire if we manage to squeak back into the playoffs. 3rd and 7 here for Hammond. He gets hit as he throws it short, and that is going to send out the punt team with a minute and a half left for Bryce Baker and company. 20 seconds, 3 timeouts. Baker throwing up the prayer. Shetatron! My goodness, what was just a competitive first quarter. The dynamic between number 17 and number 2 flips this game on its head, and it feels like it's already over at halftime. So to answer your question, yes, we can hang with the Big 12. I'd be shocked if we don't move up to the Big 12 next season. We just laid belt to ass a 20-point win, and head coach Stevie Balls adds another W to his resume. Still with single-digit losses in this dynasty. We lost a total of 3 games last year, including our Final Four playoff loss. We've only lost 1 this year, and we are going back to the American Conference Championship. Bryce Baker, an incredible game, both running and passing the ball. We truly have found a star in this kid. McGowan and Terrell Washington, great tandem at the RB position. Miles Coleman was good, didn't have any highlights in this video, but he had a great game. Shetatron, of course, Chaz Nimrod doing his thing. And this defense could also be what takes us to the top. They are truly incredible. So I appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. The regular season is officially over for year 2. It is now time for the American Conference Championship as we do get Trey Vieira, a 3-star corner commit. Can never hurt adding new corner talent to the team. And Trayvon Clemens, another 3-star corner commit as we progress through the season. And we are on to the American Conference Championship next. Thank you guys. Appreciate all the love recently, and I will catch you on the next one.